I'll be honest. I'm kinda scared to start. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to do this. Okay, so we've learned that my headphones make noises if I get them too close to the mic. So that's probably not good. I'm sorry. You can't blame me. You have to be nice to me. Why did my thunderstorming stop? Hello, thunderstorming? Thunderstorming, come back. Oh wait, it didn't. It's still there. Okay. It's a different source that does the thunderstorming. Yeah, good. I want you to still hear the thunderstorm. The weather effects are louder than you. I'm sorry. Do you want me to turn it down? Is it still too loud? I can't really go louder than this. Let me know. I can also change it to just rain so that there's no thunder. Or do you prefer the thunder? I know YouTube, I'm sorry. You can forgive me now. For some reason my headphones make a really loud noise when I get them too close to the microphone. As long as you don't get advertised on, you won't. I have a lifetime subscription to Calm.com. Chat, what do I say to you? If you're wearing headphones, this is really cool because I think this is the left ear, and I think this is the right ear, which I think is really neat. I guess we could do some of the scripts that we have. The ears are correct. Good. I am so scared. Chad, I am frightened. How is my voice compared to the rain? Is it really quiet? Is it okay? It's going to be more quiet than it usually is on account of, it's ASMR. Alright. So I guess we could take a look at the different scripts that you all would wanted for the ASMR prompts. Maybe we could do one of them. I think some of them would be a little too loud, but perhaps we can pick one that is not going to be too loud. Cat noises ASMR, which I desperately want to do, but I think that I couldn't do them very quietly. I think that I could at the most be like, and that's the best I could do. So Chad, how are you doing? Oh, there's hand slapping ASMR. I could read you poems. Would that be good? Is that what do people do? ASM artists, as they call them, do they read them poems? Also, thank you all so much for the subs. I did turn off the alerts so that it didn't make any noises or get too loud. So hopefully that's okay. Well, I'm doing okay. I'm doing mostly okay. Does someone have a favorite poet? I've done a lot of Poe here, but perhaps there can be something else. I have a really good idea. One day I'm going to get into doing triggers, like quips and maybe like gentle petting, but I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do. I've wanted to do ASMR for so long. It's just very scary when you're first starting out. I wonder if everyone is this nervous. Yeah, like, people do this. Like that. But I also, like, I didn't prepare myself to do any triggers today, and I don't really have any tools other than my hands. So, I don't know. Chat, what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear noises? Do you want me to make, like, find different things on my desk and have them make noises into the mic? Do you want poetry? Can I get a mod to put up a poll? Hello. Nails tapping on desk. It's gonna depend based off of what I'm tapping on. There's this hard desk. And then there's my desk mod. Are any of those good noises? Bold of you to assume that I have a book here. Oh my god, I do. Like a gentle reading. You're not picky? That's good. I think I heard the word poll. If you wanted poetry or just noises and triggers. And a book. It's a blank book. There's nothing in it. It's a physical book, you could say. Oh, it's my notes for blueprints. 5 apples, bananas, oranges, outside locks. The commissary is closed 12 to 16. Without spiral, there's 4 stars. The garage power opens the garage, and the empty chamber is sealed. For the darts, its order is A, S, M, D. Or blue, yellow, pink, and purple. There's a blue magnet in the wall. There's a red magnet in the lock. The safe code is 9083. The handheld says HSS, and the vault key is 149. Blue means true. Red means lies, unless written by hand. And the key card is available to high ranks. That's my notes for blueprints. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler alone I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it beat, bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had worn them down about the same, and both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I marked the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. That's the only poem I know, Chad, I'm sorry. Chad, thank you so much for the resub, I appreciate it. 13 months, that's a lot of months. Yeah, fuck Robert Frost. We hate Robert Frost here. We don't like Robert Frost. I don't know any good poems to tell you, Joe. You want poems, you want sounds? I don't have any sounds to give you. I should have bought the stuff for wood soup. I didn't think that anyone would want to hear triggers. Yeah, I could do Jabberwock. That sounds like a good one. You would think I know this by heart, and I do, but sometimes I get scared that I don't remember it. I'm worried that I'll say it and then I'll fuck up. And then everyone will make fun of me because I don't know the lyrics to it. I don't know why I call them lyrics when it's words. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toes did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the boragos, and the mallrats outgone. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jub-jub bird, and shun the frivolous bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the makes of bow he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. Went, went, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back, and hast vastly the Jabberwock. Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, callooh, callay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toes did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the boragos, and the mumrats outgrave. I'll be my beamish boy, oh my god. Kicking my feet. Giggling. I move my other microphone out of the way because I do not need it. And it is in my way. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than a love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, or two by the sounding sea. Oh my god, Windpod escaped. Oh my god. Catch it. Chat, give me a theme and I'll do my best to ASMR. I'm so scared. I've never been more scared in my life of anything. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you so much. You wouldn't think that I would be absolutely terrified of this, but I am. I guess I could just like add an ASMR script for my first time doing ASMR. I don't. I could try. I could try making one up. It would be something like, "Hi, welcome. I'm really glad you're here with me. This is my first time doing ASMR, so thank you for joining me on my journey. Let's just relax, okay? You deserve a moment of calm, a moment of peace, maybe some gentle tapping, just light, soft tapping. I'm tapping on my desk. And now, moving it to the left. Can you follow that? Let your eyes trace the motion that you can hear. You're doing well. You're safe. You're seen. You're appreciated. It's time to rest. I could try to brush the mic, but I don't have a paintbrush or anything like that. I know that when other people do it, it almost feels like a soft breeze. I can try to emulate it. Oh, paper? How does that sound? Is paper crumbling awful, or is it okay? Do we like paper crumbling in one room? Or perhaps do we like it in both? I'm glad you like the crinkles. I'm glad I decided to keep these napkins on my desk. I knew they'd come in handy one day, but I kind of figured it would be for me breaking something or spilling something all over my desk. I'll have to remember this. So far we know we can do crackles. Could use it to simulate walking through a forest. Oh my god. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. It's like walking on leaves, crunching under your feet. One of the things that I would like to do one day is gentle affirmations. I know when I'm scared and when I'm having a panic attack, the thing that helps me the most is listening to someone help me breathe, telling me that it'll be okay. Usually I listen to the same one over and over again, and every time she says the same thing. Breathe in to the count of 4, hold for 4, she'll always say, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll listen to that sometimes for minutes, or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, sometimes more. I don't know why it's so calming to hear someone count and tell me how to breathe, but it is. Oh, Slack. How dare you? That was very dirty, Slack. You shouldn't be doing that. We'll exit you today. Disgusting. Can you hear the clicks of my mouse? That's so silly. I love this. Oh my god, ASMR where we're at work. I wonder if see, here's the thing. There's a really good list of ASMR scripts online, but I didn't look through them, and I don't want to accidentally do one that's like not safe for work because chat, that is for another site entirely. You like a good clicky? I got great news for you. Oh, that's loud. I'm so sorry. That's a pen. I don't know why it was so loud. I wish I had 2 pens. But for now I can just have you follow this one. It wasn't too loud? Oh, thank God. On my thing it looked like it peaked the mic. I also want to be really careful about overstimulating. I don't want to mix too many sounds together and make people uncomfortable. Like crackling and clicking. I don't know if that would be a good idea or a bad idea. And since I've legitimately never done this before, we're learning. There's sometimes people will say they've never done it before and they'll be being a little cheeky about it. I've done it plenty of times before. I'm genuinely, in this life and in the past, have never once done this. I had half of the equipment ready to go because I knew I wanted to do it. Oh, I've been wanting to get one of those. I haven't been able to afford it yet. As I make sure that I don't light my place on fire. What other things do I have? I have these little flags. The rain was turned down with like clear to flames. Oh, is the rain too loud? Have I tried your heartbeat yet? I don't think it would pick that up. Would I like put my wrist to it? Hold on. No, it wouldn't pick that up. I can turn down. I can turn down the rain, but I fear turning myself up would give you some issues with audio and things like that. Just turn off the AC for now. And there's always so much. My god, we could add live an ASMR about a haunted harmonica. I don't even know what I would say for that. Not that we have a haunted harmonica or anything. We could say that you want to tell a little story. Something that's a little unusual. But don't worry. You're safe here. I'm right beside you, and besides, this is just a story. Now here's where I would tap the harmonica if I had it next to me, but I'm going to be honest with you, captors. I'm too scared to keep it near me. It's been in the car since I got it. The harmonica is old, metal, rusted, found in an abandoned building, right on the floor. Around the books. I didn't pick up any of the books though. None of them were readable. There was an old printing plant, so I'm sure there are plenty around. Everything on the harmonica is unreadable. I thought about doing the cleaning stream. I just don't know if I'll be able to find the things for it. I guess if I could find things that aren't the electrical currents, you could. But I looked into the video and I'm not so sure that I could find it. Now nothing weird has happened to me since having this harmonica. Oh my god. Now I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried that I would get into an accident because of the harmonica. It reminds me of years ago. Back in my old world, there's an old female penitentiary that burned down. People would go there all the time and steal pieces of wood and asphalt and bring to home. But that was not for them, and it should not have been disrupted. So, when someone said that they got into a car accident and the car hit them right with a piece of asphalt from the burnt down penitentiary was, no one was surprised. But I don't think that's the case with this harmonica. I think this harmonica is totally fine. Now, ASMR harmonica. Stop it. Now were the harmonica to start playing on its own, well, especially at night, especially not alone. Hello, Tallymanton. Just a low, soft note, but it doesn't. The harmonica does not play a sad tune all by itself. The harmonica does not do anything. In fact, if we're being honest, I haven't seen the harmonica since we picked it up. I assume it's still in the car, but I don't know. I don't often get to go to the car, so I've never verified that it's still there. You did great today. Now what do I do if the harmonica is not there? What if I go to pick it up and it's missing? What if the labels are gone? Everything is gone. Then, maybe then, I believe that the harmonica is cursed. But until then, we have to assume that everything is fine. I feel like using this on the blue site would have a lot of good And perhaps, and maybe, torn out on the website, or on twitch.tv, and youtube.com. Hello YouTube, thanks for being here. I definitely don't talk shit about you once you leave for the day. I would never. So that's all to say that the harmonica is definitely not haunted. Oh, creepy ASMR. Oh, I think I've got one for you, chat. Let me see if I can find that. Give me a memento to look. Enjoy the sounds of the rain while I try to find the script that I got a long time ago. Never did. I don't know where it is. I've lost it. Oh wait, I did find it. Okay. Let's do it. Why not? Hey. I'm so glad you came. Oh, you too. The fact that you convinced them to let me out for a little excursion is a wonder. I don't know if you pulled the right strings, said what they wanted to hear, or something even more cunning, but I'm really grateful. A guy like you is going to get far in this world. Just don't forget me when you're big and important. We don't really have that much time, so let's make the most of it. I have an idea of where we can go, but it might surprise you. I want to visit the so-called haunted asylum nearby. Does that make me strange? Well, I guess you're right. If I weren't, I wouldn't be here to begin with. Follow me. Let's not waste any time. Oh, we didn't exactly luck out on the weather either. They haven't let me outside in the longest time. And when they finally do, the weather has to be sour like this. It's basically raining sideways at this point. I keep telling them about the weather demon. Whispering of 7 days over here. Making it clear just how much he hates me. But they never believe me. I bet they'd tell me today's weather is all a coincidence. Apparently I'm the problem for implying the creature that controls the weather and says it hates me would ruin the weather on my one day outside. But it's okay. I'll give him a piece of my mind when I return. He doesn't like it when I talk back to him. In fact, everyone should thank me for putting him in his place. Well, we'd have thunderstorms every day if it weren't for my hard, unpaid labor. Luckily, I have someone like you who believes me when I speak the truth, right? Eternal thank you. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to judge you for not understanding it. Before I heard his voice, it all sounded so strange to me as well. Don't worry. It's hard to understand for the uninitiated. You need to understand both basic demonology and the strange demonic language. And when your brain tricks you into telling you it's not real, you have to resist. The weather demon is banking on you turning a blind eye, or ear, in this case. Now, just this way. Oh. This is it, huh? It looks even worse on the inside than it did on the outside. This place really has seen better days. It's not nearly as spooky as I imagined, though. I thought I'd at least hear voices or something. Why are you looking at me like that? I mean it. Look, I know this is an old asylum for those with a troubled past. I imagine so many procedures were done here. I imagine if that procedure were done to you, you'd be angry too. And you'd remain an angry spirit, haunting this place after your death. At least that's my Not your idea of fun. What? You expect something else from a girl like me coming straight out of solitary confinement? Part of the package is being interested in dark things that happened in the past, and ghosts, that sort of thing. So don't back out now just because you're scared. You don't have a lot of time after all. Eventually, they'll take you back to your padded cell. You know what? Scratch that about voices. I can hear them coming from this room. Something dreadful happened here in the past. I can feel it. Come. You can't hear them? Then what's there to be afraid of? Look, would you look at that? An examination table, a bit dusty, but there. Lie down. Enough spookiness. Calm down. What? You're still getting the creeps from this place? Well, if you're so afraid, we'll have to take care of that. What do you mean? You've never wanted to be taken care of in a place like this? Why? You don't think a patient can take care of another patient? Nonsense. I've been in your place so many times. But there's nothing wrong with you, is there? Despite wanting to spend your time with a hag like me. No, you just need to calm down. You're safe. We're just in a haunted asylum. Nothing's wrong. Something's wrong. Oh, did you hear the voices that time? So it is haunted after all, huh? It's not just me hearing things, the echoes of patients' tortured souls tethered to the area, hoping there's no vengeful spirits. What's that? Getting scared again? Don't worry. Oh, now imagine. Imagine if this was all in your head. This place wasn't haunted. If we didn't just come to one of the scariest places we could go on my only day out. You know what? When we get back, I hope you put in a good word for me. Say I've been acting really good. Tell them that I was good, that the fresh air seemed to calm me. Oh, and don't tell them I suggested exploring the ruins of an old asylum. Yeah? By the way, you tell them. Oh, what? Oh, no. If anyone tells Lark that I took you to a haunted asylum, I will be very cross with you, captors. But don't worry. I'm not that mean. Oh, what are you doing, shifting eyes back and forth? You don't really think that I'm dangerous, do you? Me? A woman in her 40s. Dangerous? That's absurd. You know I'm only here because Flark put me here, right? I didn't want to be captor. No. But you are my captors, because you're the reason that I'm here. Did you know that when I was a magical girl, I was the strongest in my world? No one could stop me. Did you know that I saved my world? Did you? Have I told you about all the times I protected my universe from all the threats that came to it? For years, I was the only one. Just me. Against every evil, every demon, every malicious being that entered the world. The last fight was brutal. I was going to destroy everything. But I saved it. And after I saved my world, and everything was okay again, a sock puppet came out of nowhere. He came out with a net. I've never been caught with a net before. Never thought I could be. But for some reason, he was able to capture me. When I came to, I was naked on the floor of an office. I only had my boot from my previous uniform, and a man was standing above me, screaming at me. But I had to know how to stream. Oh, that reminds me of a very fun short story that I really like. Let me find it for you, John. I think you'll enjoy this one. It's one of my all-time favorites. I'll give you a little bit of a trigger warning. This short story briefly mentions topics of suicide, though not in detail. But it does mention the word once, so I wanted to make sure you were okay, to know that it's okay. And it's not going to revolve around it. It's just going to say it once. I don't want you to be caught off guard. This is Cotard Syndrome by Tanya Simone. The day after I committed suicide, I met my true love. Oh, he couldn't see me, of course, but I fell madly in love with the way he walked, the way he would gently touch other people and things around him, almost with a true appreciation of life. He had what I wished I had in life, so I moved in with him. I watch over him while he sleeps. Oh, I can't touch him, of course, and he doesn't know I'm here. But sometimes I leave little presents for him, a chocolate here and there, and make sure that he knows that there is someone out there for him that truly cares for him. My love for him is so strong that he can even feel it at times. He called out yesterday, asking if someone was there. It warmed my heart so much. I know that when he joins me in death one day, we can truly be together, and he'll see me, watch me straight in my teared up eyes, and tell me that he loves me too. Oh, it all got so difficult today. He must have called someone. I suppose suppose they must be exorcists or psychics. They're all dressed in blue, and they're trying to take me away from him. With force, they dragged me out of his home, our home, and brought me to a white room and asked me questions. I assume that this is the afterlife I would have gone to, had I not chosen to stay on with the living. Everyone is dressed in white. They keep telling me lies. They keep telling me, captors, that I'm not dead. They keep on telling me that squatting in a blind man's house is illegal. They keep telling me that I'm crazy, but I know it's not true. I'm making my way back to the world of the living now. I had to hurt one of the angels dressed in white to steal his key card. I'm going to my true love, and today, no, today he'll be joining me in death. Again, that is Cotard's Syndrome by Tanya Simone. Beautiful writer. Love their work very much. Does anyone else have a favorite short story? Something that they've always found comfort in? Something that they've gone to over and over again, no matter how long ago it was? We can try another one. I died 8 years ago. It wasn't particularly tragic or unusual, just a car accident. I don't blame the man who hit me. He was speeding because his wife was in labor, and there was black ice on the road. He lost control of the car, and I lost my life. It's not his fault. I know that. I'm not cruel. I am not vengeful. You see, I don't have any family left, and I had lost my few friends around that time. When it was time for my funeral, the only people who came was my boss and the family who killed me. The wife who held her newborn daughter close to her chest. I hated my boss, and the cemetery was awfully lonely, so I followed the family. Lily might as well have been my own flesh and blood. She was sweet, bright, small. She had trouble sleeping if someone wasn't rocking her crib, and her parents were so tired. After they put her to bed, it was easy for me to rock the crib for her. I didn't get tired. As the years passed, they realized that they weren't alone in this house. It didn't take long from there to make a connection between my funeral and when I had shown up. And I've never been malevolent, so they weren't afraid or angry. They started to burn candles on the anniversary of my death day. They left an empty chair for meals and holidays. I really felt like a member of the family. Someone is trying to force the door. It's Laurie's ex. He's obsessive. He's angry. He's going to hurt the family. My family. The thing about ghosts is the more offerings you get, the stronger you become. I'd been enjoying candles trinkets, and even the occasional food item. I am strong enough. The knife feels warm in my hand, the shock of heat against the ice of my skin. Lori, Jack, and Lily are my family. I care about them, and they're not going to join me yet. That is called My Family. It's by Pansek. 5 years ago that was posted. It's a long time. I wonder what other stories there are. What other stories I could read to you. There's an author I really like named Rona. I wonder if I could find one that she once told me that I could read. I want to say it had to do with the cat. I wonder where I could find it. I think she wrote it just for me. She did. Oh, this is a rather long one. Jack, would you like to hear a story about a cat? It's up to you. Or would you like more sounds and noises? Also, do you like the thunderstorm? Or would you like something different? We have a lot of different ones. There's a fireplace. Mira, mira el gatocito. There's rain. There's an ocean. There's a lot of different rains on display. I really like the way you enunciate the occasional up-close whisper. Thank you. Ocean would be nice. I'll change it. Let me know if it's too loud. I might have to turn that one down a little bit. Is this one too loud or is this good? You grew up next to the ocean? I am so incredibly jealous of you. You have no idea. Sounds good. Little lower? You got it. Thank you. We'll turn it down a little bit. Chad, do you like the layout that I did for this? In the future, we're going to animate this image so that it's moving gently while we tell stories or read poems or count in and out to regulate breathing. One day. Thank you. I thought it looked really good. The artist did an amazing job. She's very sweet. Thank you. She did so good. Let's see. We can unwrap a Hall's cough drop. Oh, that would probably make a good crinkling noise. It almost makes like a popping sound. I grew up near a place called Sunset Cliffs. I'm so jealous. The ocean is a comfort place for me. It's somewhere that I can go and not worry about anything. When I posted the poll to do the in real life stream, I gave 2 options. Explore an abandoned building. Go to the ocean at night. And I would be lying if I didn't say that I secretly hoped everyone would pick the ocean. Forests are also nice, but I have a confession to make. I'm very scared of everything. I fear that if I did a forest adventure, I would get so scared that someone was there. Even when I did my abandoned building, I got a little spooked. What if someone was there? But the ocean is so wide and stretching. There's only so many places that people can come from. Maybe one day we'll still do that. If you would like. Perhaps we can make another in real life stream be a goal for something else. I'm pretty scared of drowning. Yeah, I'm scared of sharks. I know it might sound silly. More people die from other silly little things than they do from shark attacks every year. But captors, you never know what's in that water, especially at night. They say not to swim at night, so I don't. If we do go to the ocean, it will be very much on the sand. And we'll sit, and we'll talk, and we will not go into the ocean at night. And if we do, it'll be very, very shallow. My greatest fear is abandonment. That's understandable. I'm pretty scared of it myself, too. Not only people I know, but people dying, people I care about. I guess that's not even intentional abandonment. It's coincidental abandonment. But my biggest fear, well, my biggest fear is emetophobia, but that's silly. But that's what got me into listening to those calming words of affirmation, trying to see if it could bring the heart rate of 140 down to 70, listening desperately, trying my best to calm down, while a woman tells me to breathe in and hold and breathe out. And it was nice. It works sometimes. Would you all like wood soup one day? I know that sounds really silly. Wood soup. But I think it would sound really nice. It's just a bowl, and in that bowl are wooden beads. And we stir the bowl every so often, and you can hear the sound of the wood beads. I'm curious too. For me, I'm gonna do it because it has the word soup in it, and I think that soup is a good word. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm still so scared of it. I want to make this a weekly thing, but I'm so nervous that I won't know what to do and that people will fucking hate it. I let fear control what I do a lot. And I let fear stop me from doing things that I want to do. And if we can take anything away from this, it's that perhaps I should be less reliant on letting fear control everything. Because fear is temporary. The scary thing will get easier the more you do it. It'll be less scary every single time. It reminds me of when, in a previous life, I would tour, and I would go from city to city, telling horror stories on stage, and at first, terrified. I was so scared. But captors, when you hear the sound of a crowd so excited for the thing that you are so passionate about doing, it does something to you. You did so much better than we ever thought you would. You've done so well. You're welcome. And then for some reason, going on stage was less scary because there were people that were so excited for that thing that you loved doing. And then when you're done, you got to meet those people. And people would tell you how the thing that you're so passionate about helped them have a better day, or helped them sleep, or got them through dark times. And there was nothing more fulfilling than knowing that the thing that I was so passionate about saved someone. You surpassed my expectations of you. You've done wonderful. You're amazing. On every show, there was always the fear. Every single time. It didn't go away, but it did get easier. Also, there is an ad break in 23 seconds, and I am so incredibly sorry that I can't stop that. I can for a little bit. I can dismiss it for like 5 minutes. We'll do that. Oh. Social situations can be scary, and I am so familiar with the fear of embarrassing yourself. And it's really hard to remember that even if you go and do something, even if you do something and you do embarrass yourself, you still got out there. You still overcame your fear. You still went and did something. So even if it didn't go as planned, you have to give yourself some credit. It's hard. I know it's hard. I am terrified of going out. I'm so overcome with my emetophobia that going anywhere feels like it's a risk. Flying, driving. You know I have to be in a car for 5 hours tomorrow to pick a kitten up. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And I'm scared. What if something happens? What if I feel sick? What will I do? Forcing yourself to do the things that you're scared of, a lot of people make it sound like it's easy. And it isn't. It isn't. But every time that you do it, I want you to remember how good of a job you did. Because even that is difficult. And just by going out, you've overcome one big step. And that's something to celebrate. And I mean that. I mean that as someone who has so many fears of their own, and perhaps I'm a little hypocritical because I know I don't give myself the credit that I want you to give yourself. But every day is a new chance to try something new. But even if you don't, do not beat yourself up. Not every day has to be a step forward. Sometimes we can be comfortable, and sometimes we'll be a step back. But that's alright. We're human. Humans aren't perfect. We're not going to have perfect days every single day. There's going to be rises. There's going to be falls. And the best thing you can do is keep going forward. And it's so hard sometimes. Lord knows there's been days where I don't want to go forward, where I don't want to go another day feeling the fear that I feel. then a day will come and you'll overcome something and it'll feel so good. One day at a time, It's hard. It's definitely hard. The outside can be a cruel and terrifying place. I'm proud of you. I see multiple therapists, which I know probably is like a given the fact that I am this way, but one of them told me to write down when I'm feeling anxious and then burn it. And I haven't done that yet, but it sounds kind of nice. He said that any time I was feeling any sort of anxiety, to write down in detail what I was feeling, what it made me want to do, the physical ways it made my body react, and the mental thoughts that it made me think. And then he told me to crumple it up and to burn it. Listen, Ron is going to be great. I don't remember what mine's name is. I only know his last name. Oh, I'm glad. My rock was my mother. I lost her when I was 18 years old. I'm 40 now, so 22 years. And there is not a day that goes by that I don't think of her. She was my biggest cheerleader, my biggest rock. Something I'm very open about is that a few weeks before she died, she asked me what I would do if she died. I think she knew. I told her that I would kill myself. Straight up. I couldn't picture a world without her. She raised me by herself for 18 years. Just us. Just us. Why would I want to picture a world that I didn't live with her or that she wasn't in my life? We grew up very poor, but I had everything that I needed. And most of that was the love of my mother. Weeks later, I found her dead. And something stuck in my mind from what she told me. When she asked me what I would do and I told her I would kill myself, she told me that I couldn't. And then she told me that the reason was that if I did, I could never share with others the things that she shared with me. And that has kept me alive for 22 years. Because she was right. The thing that I wanted to end my life on for losing, if I also was gone, no one would know about her. I couldn't sit here today and tell you that she was the most amazing person that I will ever meet. That she would give the shirt off her own back for anyone, despite whether they had wronged her or not. So sometimes when I'm down and when I feel like I don't want to go on anymore, I remember, and I know it might sound silly to say something that isn't necessarily living for myself, but I just remember that if something were to happen to me, her memory would be gone. And that is not something that I ever want to have happen. So I stay here today. I try each day anew and keep going. Because no matter how hard it gets, there's always someone who cares about you. And there's always someone there, vocal or not, that's supporting you. You might not even know them. They might know you from afar. You might have met someone in passing at a grocery store. You might have complimented someone and not realized that you made their entire day. It's little things like that. things like that can stick with people. And it's hard to compliment a stranger. Trust me, I've tried. I've seen people in passing before in beautiful dresses, and I've been too scared to say, hey, that's a nice dress. And it's such a simple little thing. But I can clearly remember there was a time I was at an amusement park wearing a dress that had monster movies all over it. And this woman in her, gosh, had to have been 70s or 80s, came up to me. And she said, your dress is gorgeous. And I have not forgotten that moment. And that happened many, many years ago. Your partner let you get a cat. Tell me more about your cat. What did you name them? Tomorrow I'm picking up Helena and Helly. It is a 2.5-hour drive away. That's a long way away. I've had people compliment me at work, and it's the most wonderful feeling. It's really good, right? It's really good. I don't know why it's so hard to compliment strangers, but it is. I don't blame you if you never do it. But also, it just feels so nice. He's a tuxedo cat. Oh, please send me pictures. What is his name? Thank you. They have last names, but I don't want to say them because they might be a spoiler for a TV show if I tell you their full names. They are a bonded pair. They are sisters. Atticus! Catechus! Oh, that is so good. Atticus is a good cat. So, as far as cats go, I have 7. Now, before you get worried, the facility that we are at is large enough to comfortably house 7 cats. I have Egg and Toast. Egg is a little black cat, and Toast is her brother. He's an orange, long-haired cat, very soft fur, very nervous cat. I have Quarter Pony. Quarter Pony is a ragdoll-like cat. She is incredibly stupid, with the most piercing blue eyes that you have ever seen. After her, I have Mael. Mael you've seen on stream before. She's a tiny little gray kitten who loves me so much. She tries to follow me wherever I go. She's very good. I also have Maddie. Miss Maddie is a calico. She's very scared. Mael I got when she was 10 months old, 9 months old, and Maddie was already 2 years old. Why is the Discord link not working? Here, no. It's because I didn't open up StreamerBot, because I'm a fool. And then there'll be Helena and Helly. There is. I forgot to open up StreamerBot because I am an incredibly bad streamer. As it turns out, I don't know what I'm doing. I think it should be opening now. I clicked it. There it goes. Helena and Helly are bonded sisters, and they're technically calicos, but they're kind of more torties. I feel like they're more torties than calico. They're gorgeous. I can't wait to bring them back. It'll be very good. But yeah, I was considering making this a weekly thing. It might be midday. It might only be for like an hour. I'll have to find more scripts to do, or perhaps we can just read poems. Maybe I'll open up a channel in Discord, the command should work now, where we can make suggestions for triggers. I'll remember the Halls wrappers, which are these. Those are some very cute names for the cats. Thank you. And I'll remember the napkins, which are these. I wonder what a card ripping would sound like. How do we feel about cards ripping? Does that sound awful or does that sound good? Don't tell gamer subs that I'm ripping a V card. No one tell. It sounds like my tax papers got the same. Alright, so perhaps I'll buy a little box, and in that little box we will keep our things that we would like to use. For ASMR, I will put this pen in there. I'll put these napkins and Halls wrappers in there. Can you hear the sound of me petting a plushie? Hold on. That's a plushie. Little bit? I could turn it up a little, but what I worry is that you'll get too much background noise if I do. Here, I'll try it for you. Give me a minute. Is this better? My fear is that the background noise will be a little too much if I have it at this volume. Was it better at the previous volume? Here, let me do the napkins and you can let me know. That was the napkins. The previous is better? Yeah. It's a little quieter, but I feel like it's got a better balance. We're back on the previous now. It's always hard to judge where in the fuck these knobs are supposed to go. Okay, that should be back where it was. So this is the one before. Is this better? Is this back to what it was originally? It makes me feel weird because it sounds like my trading cards are getting ripped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not my thing. Don't worry. I'm not the big ripper. That's HR. By the way, chat, HR is doing a stream tomorrow. And she's doing a subathon. So feel free to go say hello to her. I wish I could watch her stream, but I will be in a car for 5 hours, picking up 2 small, tiny little kittens. Now, tonight we're going to do some group chat, which means I'm going to switch back over to my normal microphone and be an absolute gremlin again. I am going to switch over after a break coming up, but I wanted to warn you that if your microphone, or not microphone, if your headset is very loud, you're going to want to turn it down a bit. So, I'm going to go back to my screen where I have a Be Right Back message, and it's going to play the Be Right Back clips, which means it's going to be quite loud. Okay? I didn't want you to be caught off guard. So, I'm going to do that now. And then we're going to change the category to group chat. I wonder if you can hear me type. Hold on. Let's go here and type a group chat. How's typing? Does typing sound good? How is typing? Good sound, bad sound, typing is wonderful. Noted. I will not put my keyboard in a box because I need that. Okay, so now I am going to mute this microphone, and then in about 10 seconds I'm going to switch to my Be Right Back screen. And hopefully that gives you time to turn down your audio. I'm starting now.